So official time of the year where we just all start planning, right, for the new upcoming year. And I've been doing this for the past 3 years now. It's been a very effective way of me tracking my goals and also my habits, and also just writing down good ideas, right, which is journaling. And I've used different types of journal, books, pens, all this school equipment and stuff. I never once thought I would go back to school with buying all this stuff, but hey. So in this video, I will be showing you guys my journaling supplies that I've picked up, and also the journaling method that I use currently, right, which it's been pretty effective for me, and I just want to share that just in case anyone out there may be looking for, journaling idea. And yeah, hopefully you can learn from this video. But let's start off with the supplies that I'm using, right? Initially, when I started this thing like 2 to 3 years ago, I just found myself like, on the aesthetic part of it, like trying to make it pretty just like everyone else is online. But I came to realize quickly that doesn't work for me. It became like a whole lot more like a chore now to me, right? Just trying to make it look pretty and all that, and that's not what I'm trying to get off like journaling. I want it to be like very, very effective for me. So less aesthetic stuff, but just get straight to the point, right? Straight to the detail, or whatever thing I'm trying to accomplish through this journal. So the journal I'm going with this is the Lightroom 1917, and this one has got some pretty good reviews online on Amazon. I've seen other people say pretty good things about it, so picked up a couple of them so I can give them a try. This year 2013 actually, because we're still in 20, did I just say 2013? This year in 2022, we're still in 2022. Today's the 28th or the 20th. I lost track of days because I've been off work for like a whole week now. But yes, I used Le Mans, which is pretty awesome, right? Like, look, I've used it throughout the whole year and still looking great, Nothing is out of place, like everything is just so intact. So this one is a pretty good one. And you may be asking, why didn't I just continue with this, right? I'll get to that very shortly. But yes, and like I said, the other supplies I'm using, try to keep it very, very minimal. I use a couple highlighters. I have this a green and a blue one, just for a little bit aesthetic, I guess, to separate the headers, right? So I picked up those, and I've got a micro pigment pen and just a regular pen that I picked up from work. So yes, and a ruler, of course. So I'm drawing my lines. So that's pretty much it for the supplies, and now let's get into the setup, right? And definitely I will leave links to all the supplies in the description. Okay, so this book has 251 numbered pages and a table of contents page. The very first page of the book, you do have where you can, just put your basic information. So what I did, I just put my name, cell phone, and email, just in case if I lose this journal, right? And if somebody picked it up, and hopefully they're kind enough, they will reach out and try to bring it back home, right? After that main page, we have a table of contents page, right? So the reason really why I didn't pick up this book again this year is because I just wanted to try like different journals, right? And just have a good feel on which one I want to go with more. That's one. And two, these ones actually do have like table of contents, which one, and these ones don't. So with these ones, I would have to like leave out like a couple pages and just do my own manual table of contents, right? And I forgot to do that when I was creating this one, and it made it a bit difficult because after some time of journaling, you may have like some good ideas that you may want to like refer back to, but if there's no table of contents to try to call that, then you're gonna find yourself like flipping over like each page, right? Just to find the notes that you've taken a while back. So with this journal that has like pre-built table of contents. I should be able to like just track whatever good thing that I want to track, and you know, it makes it very easy to refer back to them. So yep, that's the reason why I end up going with this one instead of going again with the Lemon one. So flipping to the next page, I just have the 2023 introduction. I have a quote on there, right? Because I usually just want to have like a theme that I will go with for the whole year. And the quote I have there is, if you make your business about helping others, you will have plenty of work. That's just the value of providing value, right? I should be a rapper or lyricist, if that's what they call them. But yes, I just came across this beautiful quotes from this book that I was reading, The $100 Startup, and yeah, I like this, so I put it on there. And of course, my favorite quotes, maybe not of all time, but one of my top quotes is "Get shit done." Very simple and straightforward. So yeah, that's the introduction page to 2023. Flip to the next page, we got goals like the next 5 years. So this is where I'll be tracking, or I'll be writing down all the goals I want to accomplish in the next 5 years, and also write down a plan to achieve those goals, right? Because one thing I've also learned from Atomic Habits is, you know, sometimes we've all have goals, right? But we forget that the most important thing to goals is actually a plan of achieving those goals. If you don't have any good plan of going for those goals, the goals are just like pretty vague, right? Like, I mean, it's just like anyone just saying it. Like, the World Cup just finished, right? Like every country that played in it, their goal is to win it. But I don't mean all of them gonna win it, you know. Only one team gonna end up winning it, and it's usually the team with the best plan that end up winning it, right? So that's the key important of having plans right next to your goals. So yes, that's that page, and I left the whole page for that. I'll just write down my goals and the plans I want to go for. You can either like leave out more goals, more pages, I say more goals, or if this is not enough, you can always refer back to a new page. And the page after that is just 2023 goals. That's the goals I want to accomplish for the year. So looking at it like the ultimate goals from the 5 years, and I'll break that down into a 1 year plan. So yes, that's what going to the 2021 goal. Flipping to the next page, I have wish list and travel and activities underneath that, right? So the wish list is just pretty much things that I want to buy, right? Let's say if there's some nice shoes that I like, but it's pretty expensive, I may not want to buy it immediately, but I'll just have it on my wish list, right? And eventually I'll get it, or maybe eventually I'll just realize I don't really need it at all and just scratch it off the list, right? But this is just to track the things that I have in mind that I want to purchase, right? And it's also very nice to come back to these pages like at the end of the year and see how many of these things you've checked off, and just feel like, oh man, very accomplished. Like I was able to actually reward myself all this thing on the wish list, right? Underneath there we have traveling activities. So pretty much what it said, like places I want to travel to, I'll be tracking them down, and activities I want to do also we go underneath there. The page after that we have the time block schedule, and that's pretty much like a time block, like my calendar, like how I envision to see my week on a weekly basis, pretty much like Monday to Sunday, things I want to do like in the morning, afternoon, and evening and nights for all those specific days, right? Yes, so that's what the time block schedule is. The page after that we have the month introduction, January. Again, at the top of the page I have 3 positive signs, because it's all about positivity, right? Positive energy. And also have a quote on this page which says, never keep up with the Joneses, drag them down to your level. It's cheaper that way. Beautiful quote, and that is by Quentin Cripps. Yes, I don't know what book I came across that, but it was a pretty good one. On to the next page, we have month goals at the top. Underneath that we have meeting and events, and meeting and events is just pretty much like things I have planned coming up, maybe like my friend's birthday, sibling's birthday, that within that month I'll just mark them all on there so I can go back and remind myself. Page after that is habit track, and the habit track is pretty much like all the habits that I either want to work on, or it could be habits that you want to drop, right? And just track them throughout the whole month to see how well you've performed. So pretty much I have like Google Data Analytics, Python, read, meditation. So if I meditate today, right, let's say let's assume today's the 1st of January, I'll just put a dot right underneath meditation on the 1st of January, right? The 1st of January. So that's how I track this, and I'll show you some examples of my previous ones. The next page we have week goals and gratitude. It's always nice be grateful for something every single day, right? And it don't matter whether you have like the worst day of your lifetime, there's something you must be grateful for. Writing down gratitude is a way of just making the best, highlighting the best part of the day, or just finding something positive to be hopeful for. So that's why I usually write down gratitude. And also there's actually research that's being done that says that people that usually write down their gratitudes, or pretty much look for things to be grateful for regularly, they typically are happier people. So yes, and I think I'm a happy person as well, so it seems like it's working just fine for me. The next page is to do, and that's just where I track my daily task, Monday to Sunday, pretty much, or Sunday to Saturday, depending on where you're from in the world. The page after that, I have daily highlights, and beneath that, I have daily time block. So the daily highlights is pretty much one thing that I need to accomplish that day. So it's the ultimate goals of the daily goals that I want to accomplish, and I want to be able to like at least tick that off my to-do list for the day, right? Sometimes the to-do list get so much bigger. With the to-do list being so much bigger, you can easily get lost of like the main thing that you need to get done, or maybe not do anything at all just because it just seems so tedious, right? So the daily highlights is just to highlight that one important thing, right? And it could be like something that is directly working towards my ultimate goals, like my yearly goals or my 5-year goal that I'm working on a daily basis. So I want to start tracking this, and it's actually something I didn't do last year. Let's see how well I can get to do this and how helpful it will be, right? And the daily time block as well, just like the regular time block that I showed you guys previously, the weekly time block. The daily ones is just a breakdown every single day, right? Like time by time, what things I need to do. So yes, that's what this is. And the page after that, we have morning pages. Morning pages just like where I just write like what's in my mind every single morning when I wake up, right? Just getting into the habit of just pulling things off my head and put it on paper. So it could be anything. There's no rules to that. Whatever you want to write about, just keep going. So yeah, that's why I have that last. If I need to take up like a couple pages, more than one pages, I can get to do that. After that, you pretty much can do whatever you want to use a journal for, whether it's just taking good notes on something else. So yes, and it's like I said, we just repeat the same formats for monthly basis, weekly basis, daily basis, and at the end of the year, start over again. So yes, this is my journal setup for 2023. I hope it was helpful to you guys, and please let me know in the comments below which one of these styles like you like the most. Also share whatever format you're using for your bullet journal so other people can learn from you as well. Hit the thumbs up, check out my other contents. I do lots of helpful content like this, travel vlogs, and also DIYs, inspirational content. So yes, thanks so much for sticking to the end of this, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.